As you can see, Catarina is not present here at the moment. She finds herself in India, where she's completing her yoga intensive course, and once she's there, she's attending some Mooji Satsangs. She has around 5 weeks, and she will be sending some videos about her experiences over there, and I download and then edit, and this is the first one.
Hello beautiful people, so I'm Catarina and I'm now in India, Rishikesh. I just stopped in an area which feels a bit more quiet than most of the city. It's very hard to find silence and not to hear hundreds of motorbikes beeping at the same time. So I wanted to give you a bit of a check-in of what's going on here.
So, being here on my own, I'm going to express how uncomfortable I feel in front of the camera at times. Yes? And this is one of them. Of course, somehow it reflects my own inner inadequacy within myself, if that makes sense. 2 days ago, I was having a conversation, a call with someone from Gozo, Alex. Hello, Alex. And she told me maybe you could speak about it on the video, you know. And I said, yeah, makes sense. Yes. So here I am speaking about it. The uncomfortability it doesn't really make sense, because by the end of the day, I'm used to, like, for instance, addressing or speaking in front of 60 people or 50 people in a sound session in festivals, you know. So I can't see the relevance of being uncomfortable in front of a lens, because by the end of the day, it's just a lens. So it's more like the invitation to look a bit deeper, at least for myself, yeah? To look a bit deeper. What am I uncomfortable about? Yes. So yeah, and when I look into it, it's about certain energies that are still in there playing some sort of role, you know. And how am I being perceived, and how am I being? What am I saying? Is it good for everyone? Which of course is not good for everyone. You know, it's impossible to say something that applies for everyone or that everyone will like. So yeah, that part I wanted to express.
Attending to the Satsangs of Mooji, and it's been like a unique, really blessing experience to be able to sit in his presence and receive his teachings. There's still some crazy noise around, as you can hear. And this is quiet, so that's good. And yeah, the first impression is that it's very crazy here, like it's very busy and it's dirty and it's noisy, and there is, you know, a bunch of cows in the street and the monkeys that steal your food and a lot of street dogs and cats, which it's, you know, it touches your heart for sure. And of course you see a lot of poverty, but in the middle of all that chaos you can still feel a sense of peace and space. And you can see that a lot in the Indians also, no? Which is beautiful, because even in the struggles that they might have in basic things in life, such as shelter and food and comfort and health, they still have a smile, and you can still see a silence in them and a peace in them at times.
Oh
I find myself in Lisbon at Leonor and Chico's place, very good friends of ours, and I want to express my gratitude for allowing me to be here and edit the videos at their place, because at the moment where we are with the caravan, it's a bit dicey to plug in the electricity, and when there's a bunch of videos to be edited, of course the computer sucks a lot of energy. So it's much easier and more practical to do it from here. Besides, I love being here. Lisbon is a beautiful city. I like it. I find it more spacious than most cities, and yes. So the idea here is to express or share with you what's happening with me being here and Catarina being there. So and it's being interesting because for me it's the first time, really the first time in a more tangible way, where I'm in a relationship and we have this long distance, and there isn't that fear of me giving in some sort of my usual habits, you know, and with that of course comes a deeper understanding of where is the relationship, and it was beautiful because 3 days ago or 4 days ago we had a conversation on the phone, and that's exactly what we were saying, and it's beautiful to see that we're both on the same page. So yes, in the meantime she's sending videos of her experience in India, and I'll take the opportunity to drop a clip.
And yeah, soon I'm gonna be moving more into nature, and I will be doing my yoga training. So I'm really looking forward for that. And now I have a sweet cow coming next to me. Hello. She probably thinks I have food.
Usually I'm shaken, you know. I mean, I've been in other relationships where we take distance, and somehow I start feeling that distance, and I start being distant myself, you know. It's like some sort of safety mechanism goes in play, and you know, it's like she's there, I'm here, and there used to be always a kind of weird thing in it. I don't know how to really explain it in words. What's different this time is that this distance, this physical distance, is not feeling an inner distance. So as I said, we had this conversation, and for both of us, it's like, how to say it, you know, it's like, of course I miss her being here, and the conversations and the interactions, since we spend a lot of time together, you know. But on the other hand, it's like that there is not that sticky feeling of missing, you know. It's actually it's kind of bringing in a dynamic of feeling more connected, feeling more into each other while being in distance. And yeah, it's interesting. At least for me, it's really interesting, because it's a new thing, you know. It's since I committed myself to step beyond my ideas of how a relation should be, and to step a bit beyond the I, me, and my space, and keeping myself safe in some sort of habitual way. and start really in an honest and sincere way, expanding a bit and reaching out of my comfort zone. So it's something that was happening gradually, but in this particular time of my life, I find myself in this space where there's more willingness, you know, and to look into things with a bit of more clarity rather than.
So it's been a week today that I left Portugal, and I'm now at the ashram where I am doing my yoga training, and it's a beautiful group of 13 girls, powerful women together, and it's in a beautiful nature, like completely isolated, no crazy sound of the city. So I'm really glad I'm here. And yeah, so it's been a week now that I'm away from Kevin and Gudu. Reality is that I miss more Gudu than Kevin. Oops. But no, as Kevin said, it's been, it's funny because instinctively we felt more connected, you know? Like, although there is a physical distance, there is more connection and more presence in the heart. And because we have been spending so much time together, like 24/7 for the past few months since we moved into Portugal, I think both of us were needing a bit to have this space. And for me, although I'm a person that I need a lot of quality time with the people I love, but I also need that quality time just with myself and just with my friends, or just doing the things that I love. So I felt I was needing a bit that space, and being here and being a time that I'm like really giving to myself and having that space, and it makes, as more I feel more connected with me, as more I feel connected with Kevin and within our relationship. So it's been a really beautiful journey. Of course, sometimes I feel like I would like to have his presence, and we could go and ride a motorbike in the crazy India, and you know, talk and share more about this journey. But I'm also glad that we're having, you know, our own journey apart, and then we come together and we keep growing individually and within the relationship. And that's the most important for both of us, that this relationship is a catalyst for our self-growth or self-discovery. So yeah, I think that's it for now. Of course, it's just a week. Let's see what happens with the next 3 weeks to come. And thank you so much for following us. Please subscribe to our YouTube page and our Facebook. And if you'd like to keep supporting us, to share our journey and do the things we love, because the aim is that eventually we can support more people to do the same. Please check out our Patreon page and give us some financial support, which is also an important part. Much love, take care, and see you soon.